Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Ankita, and as you can tell from the title, today I'm doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. This tag was originally created by Brenda, and I'll link to her video in the description down below. Without further ado, let's begin with the first question. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I want to talk about books, and I don't have a lot of people in my life who are avid readers or who read the same books that I do or the same genre that I read. So I did not have anyone to discuss these books with or share my opinion with. Also, I've been following Booktube for quite some time now, and it has inspired me to create my own channel wherein I can share my own opinions and ramble about the books that I really like. And I would also like to connect with people over here who have the same taste in books as I do, and if we don't share the same taste, I would like to meet new people who would convince me to read books that I would otherwise not read. So the next question is, what are some of the fun and unique things that you can bring to Booktube? Some of the fun things that I can bring to Booktube is talk about the books that I've read. I guess that is the main reason why we are all here on Booktube, is to look for book recommendations, reading vlogs, and just really connect with other readers. So that's really the fun part of being here on Booktube that I'm looking forward to. I don't think there is anything out there that has not been done on Booktube, so I don't think anything can be unique other than my opinions. The next question is, what are you most excited for about starting this new channel? I'm excited to challenge myself to read more than I usually would if I didn't have this channel, and just see where this channel takes me. I am open to all sorts of possibilities, and I like an adventure, and that's exactly what I am looking at this channel as. The next question is, why do you love reading? I guess the most obvious answer is that it makes me happy. It absolutely does. But other than that, I love reading classics or historical fiction because it takes me to a time that has already passed, and the only way for me to live in that time is through these characters and stories. Also, it makes me appreciate the language a lot. I really do appreciate good prose and poetry and prose poetry. That's another reason why I love reading. Anytime I read good prose, I am always in awe of how the authors can, how the authors weave words to evoke so many emotions in us. And to me, that is really magical. Another very obvious reason is to escape. That's why I really like fantasy fiction, is because it just takes you to another world where magic exists, and it's just so lovely. The next question is, what book or series got you into reading? I don't think there is like a particular book or a series that got me into reading, but I'll talk about the books that have had a lasting impression on me, or that have stayed with me for a very long time. Early on, I think fairy tales of Hans Christian Andersen, my favorite one being Emperor's New Clothes. Then after that, I do recall enjoying the Saint Clair series a lot. It's by Enid Blyton, and I do recall liking this one a lot because we follow a group of girls at a boarding school. I was not at a boarding school. This idea of spending all of your time with your classmates and friends, it was quite appealing to me at that age. The next book I do remember having an impact on me is The Wuthering Heights. My appreciation for this book has just grown over the years. And very recently, I think 5 or 6 years that I've really started appreciating fantasy fiction after I started reading Robin Hobb's books. So these are some of the books that have had a lasting impression on me. The next question is, what question would you ask your favorite booktubers? My question is related to time management. Like, how do you read so many books? And then on top of that, record a video and then edit it and then post it every week. The next question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel would be hardest to overcome? For me, it would be posting consistently. I think I'm gonna find that a bit challenging because I do anticipate some changes in the future that could impact my posting schedule, but I should be good for a little bit. The next question is, when did you start reading? I started reading at a very young age. Like I said, I started with fairy tales, I moved on to classics. Very recently, I have discovered this wonderful genre of fantasy fiction. So there's really not like one point in my life where I can say I started reading. There have been a few years in my life where I did not read as much as I would have liked to, especially when I was at school. The next question is, where do you read? Anywhere and everywhere. But when I'm at home, I'll sit next to any large window because I do prefer natural daylight. At night, I'll read in bed. Okay. The next question is, what kind of books do you like to read? I think I've already answered this, but mainly classics, fantasy fiction, and I also like children's literature. What I do struggle to read is contemporary fiction and non-fiction. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you have a YouTube channel, leave a comment down below and I'll subscribe back. Also, I would like to know who is your favorite author and why, so please make sure to leave that in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like and share this video, and I will see you next time. Until then, bye.